Okay, Matthew Holt. I'm in the far corner of the big floor upstairs. These are the guys who are not in the basement but allowed to be upstairs but kept on the margin through. Okay, this is an old friend of Health 2.0, Dr. Alan Pitt. Alan's I'm going to get this wrong. You're a neurosurgeon, a neurologist, right?
Neuroradiologist.
Neuroradiologist. I can never remember. It's from the Barrow Institute, part of Dignity Health down in Arizona. We've been at Health 2.0 many times. Anyway, you're now also working. You've been doing provider-to-patient collaboration tools at Health 2.0 and elsewhere for many, many years, and now you're working with this company, Avizia. Tell me one line of the company. You said it was a Cisco spin-out?
Avizia started as a Cisco spin-out in 2013.
Yep.
Actually now can provide collaboration over a variety of different technologies. Fundamentally, Avizia can go end-to-end, hardware and software for collaboration, whether you're a patient or a provider, to give what I consider the critical element that's missing in healthcare, which is reassurance for the patient, provider, for the family. Okay, so there are, obviously, eventually it's happened in telehealth, remote care, synchronous, asynchronous, collaboration between, replacing the pager between professionals, but also reaching out to either patients in facilities or out in the home. It's finally here, right? You now have some big consumer players like Doctors on Demand, American Well, and others. You've got systems, some of the consumer plays, some of the provider plays. This is an infrastructure play primarily for providers. That's correct? This is an infrastructure play for a hospital system who really wants to manage the entirety for that patient. Whether they want to come in from their desktop and see providers, whether you want to bring providers around that patient, or whether you want to manage that patient in their journey back to wellness with a variety of care teams. So that the entirety.
All right, so let's go take a look at this. All right, over here, this is the actual platform. This is Brian Natke, who's you're a solutions architect. Is that what they call you?
Yes, sir.
So why don't you tell me what's going on here? Obviously you have a patient list, what have you, but the magic, I think, is in this little box over here. So this is the collaboration platform. Tell me what you're about to do here.
I'm about to, using the search field, reach out as a care team member to locate Dr. Pitt.
You're Nurse Sandra, right?
I'm logged in as Nurse Sandra, yes, to the Avizia One platform, correct. And I'm going to type a quick search for Dr. Pitt's last name. As you can see, the system's found him. You see he's green and online, which is fantastic. So I'm going to send a message over to Dr. Pitt, ask him if he's available. If I can get my words out.
Don't worry about spelling, that's not part of your job description if you're an architect.
And just by a click of the button, if you will, I've routed out a secure message to Dr. Pitt.
So is that an SMS message, or is that I hear it beeping? Here we go.
That is a secure.
That message, that top one there from the Sandra. Yeah. Is that's the what's the message platform? Is it regular text, or is that within the app?
So this is within an app.
Yep.
So it's secure, HIPAA compliant.
Yep.
And I want to note that there's a difference here between just secure texting and the ability to scale from text to voice to video.
Right.
So what Brian showed you was effectively an orchestrator that allows you to upscale that conversation over a variety of platforms as the need arises. It's not just about texting. Sometimes I need to see you. I need to see, as a provider, I need to see how you're breathing, how anxious you are. All of those things matter.
So can you send a message back saying I'm available but I want to see the patient? Can you do that from there?
I can do that.
Let's see what that looks like when that comes back in. Or you can do shorthand for that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So there you go. Ready. That's ready when you are. So let's say that was okay. Let's do a video or whatever you want to do. Voice call. Let's see what a video looks like.
Fantastic. So, Al, you want to man the?
Now we have the real complications over here. You see the live demo process. They have to move a cart on the highly expensive HIMSS carpet.
We don't want you to move too much, Matthew.
Moving fast. So now you've called up. I missed something there, but I think you clicked on the collaborate tool, right? And we've got this is the equivalent of getting you to. And what are your drop-down choices? You can find happens to be set up for the HIMSS. So why don't you?
So the remote location is the far end where the patient would.
Okay, so this might be. Hit the drop-down list so I get a sense of what else it could be. We're not.
These
so a bunch of different places it could be. A doctor, an interventional doctor,
These are typically, CA 300s or CA 750s located in clinics and
What's a
hospitals.
CA 300 for the people who don't know what one of those is?
It's Avizia's clinical assistant telehealth cart.
Okay,
which
that's
is
the
actually
cart.
right behind you.
Yes.
if you wanted to grab
All right.
it.
We'll take a look. At the
home use.
I can take one home. Thank you, but no thank you. All right, cool. So let's go and take a look at the one in the booth.
Perfect.
So now you're making the call. Boom.
Great. We're going to
Terrific.
connect up on Avizia Cloud VMR.
So there we go.
as
So
you
that's
can see
us
here.
seeing us, just like in a Skype demo.
Just
You
seeing
can see me with the
I've
camera.
tested
Hi.
my speakers.
It's all
Mic
working
looks
very well.
good.
And you are now
Just
going to
like
call
that.
Alan, who'll be miraculously standing in the remote location 5 feet
Like
away.
in that hall of
And there
mirrors,
we
yeah.
are. Now we're on both sides. Okay, so we're at the hall. We're in the contiguous hall of mirrors.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be looking into that, so that we can see your face. There we go. And then you can see me. I assume. Yes, you can see me, the deathly sick patient in front of you. I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. You can see my bald patch because the camera's a bit high. All right. So that works. And then you can do. Oh, that's in videos. The sound's still on. You assume I can do full motion.
Yeah. So one last thing, Matt. We really believe that for this to be something viral, it needs to be super simple. So we've kind of shown you some of the interfaces, how people would be brought together, but actually we've really simplified this down so that on the back end of this, or on the front end, you could be almost anyone. You could walk up to a browser and you could simply pick a service line, and the back end of that would find the right person and bring them into a video for you, simply by clicking on the
So you're
need icon.
really doing a sort of a
doing a
referral
Steve
broker,
Jobs of
a
telemedicine.
referral broker within the house. Fantastic.
Yeah, but a very simple way to bring people together.
And this is also, you said there's also a consumer version of this as well?
There is a consumer version of this as well.
So
So
the
the
iPad
consumer
section.
can come on.
You can essentially come on and click through that.
So they could be at home on their iPad, they can find a doc. We're doing that today across the country with different providers. They're usually, this is white labeled for the hospital system so that they put their own providers. You know, one of the big things in telehealth today is there's a very big difference between finding a doc and finding your doc.
Sure,
And
of course.
the hospital play is really, how do you put that patient in front of their community of physicians as opposed to some random physician who's just stepped in to fill the void.
Sure.
I think that's the big opportunity moving forward.
Well, I think there's a lot of, we were talking about, you talked about reassurance, I talked a lot about advocacy and guidance through the system, and a lot of that, that's to be figured out. So very quickly, that's really cool. Thanks, Brian. Just give me the lowdown, Alan, on, you've been with Avizia for how long? And
Been with Avizia for 2 years. Very much enjoyed it.
And then the company itself, so it span out 2013, we're in how many hospital systems, how many people are using
8 of the 10 largest care delivery networks in the U.S. They're in 36 countries. It's a great time to be in telehealth. The company has grown dramatically. It's had 100% growth year over year the last couple of years in a row.
That's great.
Based in Reston, Virginia, with another large office in Phoenix, as well as people around the country, and as well as some folks representing internationally.
Fantastic. I've been talking with Alan Pitt with Avizia, and also with Brian Nucky. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for showing that demo. A lot of fun, and it's. I'm now seeing myself in 5 different versions, so I can probably turn this off now. All right, Matthew Holt reporting from the HIMSS floor.